But they're actually in their districts, Laura, talking to constituents, doing the job that the Republicans refuse to do, having town halls, listening to their constituents right now. Republicans refuse to do that. Let me tell you what we've done since I've been chair these last 6 months. We've stood up over 150 town halls in all 50 states in Republican districts, doing the job of Republicans for them, actually listening to their constituents, hearing the pain and anguish that Trump and these Republicans have caused in this country, and softening the ground in those districts. We have taken our message to the people. We are using every lever of power we have as Democrats, whether it's here in Washington or in state capitals throughout this country, to fight back. Look at what Gavin Newsom is doing in California. Look what J.B. Pritzker is doing in Illinois. Look what Kathy Hochul is doing in New York City, just on this redistricting. I'm actually proud of our Democratic elected officials and standing up and using the power they have to move public sentiment and to fight back right now. I think it's bullshit when people say the Democrats aren't doing enough. Yes, people are anxious. They're nervous. They should be, because what we're seeing is completely unprecedented. But the idea that people aren't doing enough, I don't know. I've been in 30 states.
What's the disconnect then? Because
if people aren't feeling it,
we're talking to Democratic voters that say that they think that their party is not doing enough. So what's causing that disconnect if you say that so many Democratic Party leaders are out there pushing back?
Yeah, look, let me be very clear. We've got work to do as a Democratic Party. There's no doubt about it. I've said it from the very beginning. I ran for this job for a reason, which is to get this party back on track, right? And I would say over the last 6 months, there's been a lot of positive momentum. There's been 38 elections on the ballot. All 38 of those elections, by the way, since Donald Trump was inaugurated, all 38 of those, the Democrats have overperformed on average by 11 points. We're leading in the congressional generic ballot, as you know, by about 6 points right now. There is wind at our back. Yes, we need every Democrat, every single Democrat in elected office, in party leadership, and in activist spaces to actually roll up their sleeves and get in this fight. Don't get me wrong. Right? But at the end of the day, it's not correct to say that Democrats aren't fighting. I see it every single day.
Democrats should shut the government down if the president continues to use the Justice Department to go after his enemies, or if he keeps National Guard troops in the streets.
Yes, you have a fascist in the White House, and that requires us. We cannot be the only one playing by the rules with the hand tied behind our backs. That old playbook, the norms that, used to have guardrails on our democracy and protect all of us in this country, that doesn't exist anymore. We've got to throw that playbook out the window because the Republicans have. We cannot be the only party that's playing by the rules anymore. That's why I said this isn't your grandfather's Democratic Party where you bring a pencil to a knife fight. We are bringing a bazooka to a knife fight. Donald Trump wanted a showdown. The Republicans want a showdown. We're going to give it to them. And guess what? We don't have power in the Congress. That's for sure. But we have the power of our voices. We have the power of our platforms to move public sentiment. And the public sentiment is moving our way. Yes, it's slow. Yes, people still want to see more fight. I'm not going to ignore that. But at the end of the day, I can tell you there are people, including myself. I've been in 30 states over the last 6 months, Laura, and I'm going to continue to travel this country to organize people in every part of this country to stand up to this dictator in chief.
The bottom line is, at the end of the day, Chairman, you know this very well, you got to break some eggs. And that's what the party has to do. To Laura's point, if you're going to get folks focused on the message that you're putting out there, they got to see themselves reflected in that fight